Wow. Okay, two things. First, I'll talk about psoriasis. About 2022, yeah, so almost 2 years ago. In 2022, I went to see a dermatologist, and I noticed 2022 because I was having surgery that year, on a specific on my abdomen, yes, and I saw the dermatologist before that, because I don't actually know what you call it, but I kept getting folliculitis, but it's not folliculitis. But she kept saying, oh, cysts, yes, and abscesses. And she said, when I have the surgery, I must ask the surgeon to just keep cutting them out. So I said no. So that's how I remember. But I also asked her about these patches that I had on both ankles, inner ankles, both sides. I tried to Google, but I couldn't find what they were. They had just appeared, I think, in my teens, and they just never went away. I thought at first, when I first spotted them, I thought, oh my word, I haven't washed my legs properly. What's wrong with me? What kind of hygiene is that? So I took my face cloth and I scrubbed. Of course, well, not of course. It didn't move. It didn't go away. I tried various creams, nothing. I tried steroid creams, nothing. Nothing helped. The patches just remained. It was weird. And then, so I told the dermatologist, I showed her, and she says to me, oh, that's nothing. It's a birthmark. And I said, both ankles? She said, yeah, it's a birthmark. And I said to her, but I wasn't born with it. And she said, oh, why didn't you notice? Because I would not know something. Anyway, so I just left it because that's what we do. It's not like I knew what it was, so I can't tell her, well, you are wrong, ma'am. It's actually, because if I knew what it was, then I wouldn't have been asking her in the first place. You see, that's what happens. So she said, no, it's a birthmark. I went on my merry way. And then last year, when I started seeing rheumatologists, the first man, he didn't really examine me fully. But there's the second rheumatologist and the third ones both looked at the patches and immediately said, what's this? So I told them what the dermatologist had said and that I had also asked, what's this? And they both said, it looks like psoriasis to me. But anyway, we'll see. When you start your biologic, if it's psoriasis, it will disappear. If it's a birthmark, it won't disappear. Well, here we are. I've been on biologics for a while, since last year, August, July, and August, September, somewhere there, I don't know. And yep, indeed, it's gone. Gone. What a weird birthmark. And so I just wanted to share this quickly because I Googled and looked for pictures. I looked for psoriasis because I suspected it could be psoriasis. I don't know anybody else with psoriasis, black or white. None of my people have mentioned that they've got it. No one has ever shown me. But I thought, could this not be psoriasis? But the pictures of African skin that were down as having psoriasis were not like my patches. So I'm sharing this picture so that if you ever wonder what you have, you might ask your dermatologist, could this be psoriasis? And then see what happens. That's all. Just to say, this is what psoriasis can look like. This is what psoriasis looks like for me. Second point. I really don't know what to do about professionals, health professionals, or para-health professionals, health para-professionals, whatever you call them. I went to a physiotherapist on Friday. I took my son, my 8-year-old. Sorry, guys, my throat is closing up. It's swelling up. And it's extremely sore. So I'm trying to get as much said today because it's getting worse. And I'm pretty much sure tomorrow I'll be, obviously, much worse. But so that's the point. So we go in and we're doing therapy. And I noticed that she's coughing a lot. And I say to her, oh, do you have allergies? Because she was also sniffing. Yeah, that sound, that nasal. So I asked her, do you have allergies, sinuses? And she said, oh, it's the tail end of a cold. I don't know why I didn't say you have a cold. It's because it's the wording. It's the tail end of a cold, like it's nothing. A cold is infectious. And for viruses, while you are coughing or sneezing, you are infectious. Don't make money and in the process kill your patients or your patients' mothers or fathers or uncles. Seriously, don't do that. It's just wrong to let your greed override your sense of justice and morality for your patients. So here I am. I am terribly sick. And this comes on the very day of a flare up. Like, what madness is that, guys? Let me describe an AS flare up on that note. For me, because people don't realize that it can happen. It can happen. Wow, it's actually literally getting worse with every minute. So let me just go back to, okay, so I woke up in the night and I kept waking up because my hands were extremely sore and stiff, extremely sore. And in the morning, I had taken all my pain tablets as normal. And in the morning, I took my pain tablets again. The pain it's now like 9 out of 10. That's when you have a flare up, when your pain is 9 out of 10 or 10 from your usual 7 or 8 from your usual pain day. Sometimes it can even go down to a 5. All of this with pain medication. So a flare up for me is extra fatigue. It's pain that goes across, and when I walk, it's like my bones are grinding against each other. And my hands also join in with extreme pain, and they stay swollen for a few hours after I wake up. That is an AS flare up for me. I don't know how long this one will last. All right. So the fourth issue is biologics are immunosuppressive, as in they suppress your immune system, because AS is your immune system fighting your body. So they try and reduce your immune system's naughtiness. I don't know how to say it. I can't think. That's part of it. The brain fog increases. So I can catch things that are floating around, just like last week, or 2 weeks ago, I caught my children's stomach virus. And now here I am. I have caught something. My girls now also have it. Theirs is for now just a runny nose, sneezing a lot. For me, it's this horrific sore throat. Did any of you catch COVID-19? I did catch COVID-19, bad sore throat. That's what I have, and this is only day 1. It is horrific. It's like someone came and scraped at my throat, and it's now sore, and it feels like it's swelling and closing up. And my sinuses are obviously active in some way because I can feel gunk. So I really do ask professionals, if you are sick, you are not healed, especially if you're still coughing and sneezing, then you're not fine. You are not healthy. You're not healthy. Tell your clients that you are still coughing. Tell your clients you are sniffing. And then your clients will decide if they want to come and risk getting sick. If I had known she had a cold, I would not have gone and sat in that room with my son. Let's go back to the stomach virus. I got it worse off than my children did. And it lasted longer than it did for my children. Yes, that could also be just because they're young. But it obviously got me worse, so to speak. And now here I am again. Of the 3 of us, I'm the worst one at the moment. And I'm begging you can kill us. I don't like being sick. Flu can kill anybody, whatever this is, cold, whatever virus it is, it can kill anybody. But I'm on an immunosuppressant and I have lung disease. You literally can kill your patients or the caregivers of your patients. Don't put money ahead of health and ahead of other people. Money? Is money worth my life? So I'm actually going to not go back, because if she doesn't have enough regard for us to keep us safe, and I don't want that kind of caregiver. So now, or helper, professional. So now she's lost a lot of money, all because she didn't have the morality to say, guys, I'm sick, so come at your own risk. That's not on. Sorry for that. I really am not in a good space. I've got no appetite either. My throat is bad. It's bad. So wish me well, and my children as well. Remember us. I mean, we just were in hospital just 2 weeks ago. My poor girl, Amy, was in hospital in February. It just needs to end. It all needs to end. We need a break. Please. So if you're a Christian, please pray for us to get a break, because I can't do this. And I'm doing it again, always, mostly, 98% of the time. It's just me doing it. Doing this. I even drove myself to hospital. And that was when my husband was in the city. Now he's not even in the country. So I can't. There's a lot to bear, guys. And you know how when you're autistic, anything uncomfortable is extra overwhelming for you as an autistic person. So for my daughter to be not well, it's emotionally hard as well. So just please, if you're a Christian, please pray for us to recover, for them to recover fast, and me. And again, the last thing is, this has made it very clear that I can never ever put them in a learning center of any sort. Not if I want to get away with my health. Because yes, an infection can kill, but also an infection reduces your lung capacity. My lung capacity when you've got a lung disease. So this upper respiratory infection thing is not good. Thanks for listening.